This week on Pretty and Pride is jam-packed with all sorts of topics, from picky eaters to the Flog Gnaw lineup, from that double tap lifestyle to Persian food. Ken and I banter back and forth in our usual style. Thanks for joining.
Okay. I don't fear no man, but I'ma still put 60 in this Drake. Set it off like Queen Latifah, nigga playing with my cake. Split the bag up with my brother, 50-50 what we make. I can't let no nigga eat that ain't contribute to this plate.
My posture's probably improving because I have a yoga desk ball now. It's supposed to improve your posture. That's not why I got it, though. I got it because I have that leg issue. A year ago, I went to a chiropractor, and he's like, yeah, it's probably because you sit down all day. I said, well, I have a standing desk. I can stand up. And he said, that's not any better. Our bodies aren't meant to sit or stand all the time. He's like, okay. So he's like, get a yoga desk ball so that you're constantly moving and, you know, basically engaging your deep core as you try to balance yourself while you sit. So I got the biggest one. So I'm like, don't know if it's doing that. It actually feels like I'm sitting pretty flat, but I feel like it is kind of helping. My leg hurts a little less, but I've also started to properly warm up in the gym.
Now you've added too many variables and you're not
Exactly.
going
I don't know which one's helping, but I do think the yoga desk ball, I woke up this morning and my back was hurting, and that's really your deep core for me, is my back. Like, it feels like it's in my back. So I'm like, it's doing something, but it's not making me thin. Not yet. Working toward it. Anyways, welcome back, Pretty and Pride listeners. I'm your host, Kiki.
And I'm your host, Ken.
And we're back at it
part
again. We had to skip a week because Ken was out of town and she asked to pod when she got back, but she was refreshed probably from the trip that she was on. I was not refreshed. I was worn down. I was beat up, and she was traipsing around having a wonderful time in a beautiful landscaped area. And I was a single mom with 4 children and 20 jobs while she was gone. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Must have been really tough on you.
It was tough, and I'm actually going to talk to you about it. I don't think you understand what this schedule entailed.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It was 4 days.
Oh, yeah, but
It was really like 2.5 because you actually stopped.
Technically 3 households, but we'll cut mom's out because she was out of town, and she was like, can you start my car? And can you also maybe sometimes check that my freezer's all the way closed, and maybe if the AC's on and it's too hot in there? I'm like, okay, sure, just errands for everyone, no one to help out. Okay. During the week, staying with your dogs. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take you through this really quickly because I know you have more important, more fun things to talk about. But
Do I? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Night 1. Night 1. 4 dogs on the bed. Originally, I didn't want Anubis on the bed.
That's insane.
It was insane.
Why did you do that?
Because my dogs have to sleep in the bed. Your dogs are sleeping in your room. They were very upset that they weren't in the bed. So I said, fine. Anubis, I didn't want you in the bed because I was worried about your leg, but he was really sad. So I let him up in the bed. That night, he did jump down, and I said, you're done. You're out. You're not on the bed anymore. And so, okay, and then I didn't sleep very well because I had 4 dogs on the bed. Bean sleeps under the covers. Mutt don't like that. Mutt don't like that at all. She calmed down night 1. Night 2, she didn't calm down. So she got to actually get kicked out of the room. But what I think you guys fail to understand is, outside of not sleeping because of all these dogs and keeping me up all night and their tippy taps, also night 2, when she got kicked out of the room, she started banging on that door, okay? She was kicking it. So if I got up and I let her out because I thought maybe she had to go pee. She did. She started kicking it again, okay? So, and then I finally was like, go to bed! And I had to yell at her. I don't like being the mean auntie. That was fine. So I was really unwell rested. And then every morning I woke up, and this even happened over the weekend. I, first of all, missed the gym every single one of those work days. So, but every morning I woke up, I had to let all of the dogs out to go to the bathroom. You know, my dogs are apartment dogs, so they're not going to go their full release. It's like 5:30 in the morning, take my dogs back to the apartment, finish up their walk, get them upstairs, get them fed, because they eat at 6:30, start my work day. Your dogs eat starting around 7, so I have to come back to your house, feed your dogs, okay, then let them out for their full release because they were only doing their nighttime pee in the morning. Go back to my house. My dogs get a mid-morning walk because it gets so hot sometimes in the afternoon. I don't like to walk them that much in the summer. So they get their mid-morning walk. Okay, it's lunchtime. Your dogs have been alone all day. Let me go over and check on them. Okay, they're okay. Go back to my house for my dogs and do the same thing at dinner time. So feed my dogs. Okay, come over, get your dogs fed, or come over with my dogs after my dogs get fed. And I mean, it was like literally I'm like slaving away for 4 or 5 days, okay?
Yeah, that's insane. I feel like I watched your dogs not too long ago, and it's much simpler. You've complicated the shit out of that.
That's because you're like, well, just stay at my house. I don't want to pack up all my stuff. I work from my house. Like, I don't want to do all of that. And also, it's not more complicated. I mean, maybe it feels, but then I'm like, okay, well, I have to bring all of my stuff, all my dog stuff over when all my stuff is down the street. Like, that sounds crazy when, like, it's a 5-minute drive, but it's just a lot of back and forth. But even without that, I'm trying to keep everyone on schedule, you know? And I know I have crazy hours, and so I don't necessarily want to adjust your dogs to my sleep and wake hours.
Anubis would love that. Eating an hour earlier than expected.
Not to mention, you know, I stress out about how they get fed while you're gone. So anyways, yeah, I was really putting in work. And I knew you were going to say, oh, it just would have been easier if you stayed here. It wouldn't have. I would have forgotten something. I would have had to go back to my house. Well, and then Poochie had her surgery. So, I mean, it was just like, I was really in the freaking trenches, all right? My Saturday would make you throw up if you saw what that day looks like for me. Between the dogs and then all the random errands I had to do. I served at church. I had to go wait in line for a friend. I was doing all sorts of stuff. And then my friend was like, you want to come look at a house with me? I was like, okay. I mean, I by the time I was sitting in church at 5 o'clock service, I was like, I'm actually sick. I have to go home right now.
Say yes less.
Well, at the time, I was like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's fine. It's just like...
I love looking at houses, but...
I was really
it's okay to
honored that she asked me to go with her. And it was in this area. So I was like, okay, great.
Sure. Was it a cute house?
And she asked me, she's like, what did you think? Like, and I really had to work on not self-inserting. You know, like, I wouldn't live there. But I don't know her budget. I mean, I do know her budget totally, but like, so I don't know what the comps are, you know, I don't know what's around and like, and I know that I have a different want list than someone else. So I was like, when she asked me that, I was really like, well, how did it compare to the other houses that you saw? And like, what do you think? Can you see yourself living there? I was really focusing more on her and not what I thought about it. I want to live there though.
You're such a good person.
I try really hard.
So nice.
So anyways, that's why when Sunday came and I finally went home and laid on my couch all day, I didn't even get up. And you're like, come record. I'm like, no, I finally have a moment to rest and I have work tomorrow. So I'm not coming to record. And you're like, no, it's fine. We'll just record for a little bit. I was like, but then the extra chore of me editing later. Also super tired. So the long of the short of it is that we took a break because I needed a break. And I needed a break because you were on a wonderful trip that you should tell us about.
Well, I, along with my spouse, went to like a professional development activity that was really exciting and just really invigorating. And it was in a beautiful setting, so we got to drive around and experience the gorgeous nature.
So
that
cute.
is just unfamiliar to us, even though it's like one of those places that you would see on your screensaver.
I think you can say where you went.
Windows. Huh?
I think you can say where you went.
Well, it's like I really don't want to because part of the reason why it's like so special is because I've like lived so close to it and have never gone to it. So there's that aspect.
Oh, yeah. So you want to say that and not where it is. Got it. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
How'd you guys get there?
Oh my God. We flew. Okay. Now, I have this thing where I do not like flying Southwest. It's like I want to like it because it used to provide you with the 2 free checked bags. Unfortunately, everywhere that I want to go in the United States that is not
literally
a major hub
Delta
city,
hub, yes.
Yeah, Southwest is the only airline that can get me there nonstop. And so it is very annoying because we've talked about this. I'm not going to have a 2-hour trip become a 5-hour trip because I need to lay over in fucking Wisconsin. That's like, not happening.
Southwest to Nashville, and it's $500. Oh my God. Like, what the hell?
And I hate Southwest because I don't like the fact that I have to play this Hunger Games.
I was like checking in for a flight today, babes. I'm pissed. Yeah.
You know, exactly. It's like, oh my God, I was 5 minutes late to checking in. Now I'm in fucking C group. Like, I have no concept. No one wants to check a bag anymore. So now everyone wants to carry on their bags because, anyways. So I don't enjoy that experience, but we flew Southwest. And, every time I fly that airline, I just think to myself, never again. Never again. And then the next trip comes
We
up.
were just talking about this.
It's
I'm like, I don't want to fly Southwest when I go to Salt Lake City. But everywhere else is like, it has a layover. It's $700 for first class. And I'm like, come on, I'm trying to be bougie over here.
I know.
You're ruining the vibe.
Unfortunately, I don't have fuck you money yet. And so I can't make the decision to be like,
really trying
I'm
to get
just
there.
chartering
Yeah.
or I'm just paying the $700. I still have to be economically prudent.
Because it's like actually ridiculous sometimes. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be, I could pay the $700, but that's actually,
It's ridiculous.
it's ridiculous. It's
like
wild.
I can't actually
I'm not
stomach
there
that.
yet. I'm not there yet.
No. So, I mean, this brings me to the fact that, like, we're going to Japan later this year in October. We're flying to Japan out of Dallas because the airline that we want to fly, I purchased using points. They only fly this route and this airline from certain hubs, and Dallas is one of them, and we were able to book it through Dallas. The other one's JFK, which is just really hard to book through. So I was like, okay, we're going to make this. We've learned our lessons from previous international trips. I want direct flight to get there. I don't mind having the layover on my return because getting there, I want to make sure I get there. So now I have to figure out how we get from where we're at to Dallas. And what conundrum am I facing? Well, American Airlines has a hub in Dallas, so I can fly that. And I can fly that basic economy, main economy, or first class, or I can fly Southwest. And I'm like, okay, well, like what, how do I make this make sense? Because I actually want to fly first class.
100%.
But that's $600 and
You're already flying business to Japan. It's like,
is that enough? You know, yeah. So it's kind of just like, you know, it's a real
so
gauntlet.
hard. Because like I could make the leap from like 100 to 250 for first class. Maybe even 250 to 400. Maybe 500, like maybe. But like some of it, it's like at some point it's ridiculous to go from like 100 to 700. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about some bags and some sunglasses. Like I don't know about all day.
It's like Spirit and Frontier will get me there. That's not happening. I never want to know what it's like to be on those flights. Spirit has a quote-unquote pretend first class seat. I know the motherfuckers don't have Wi-Fi on the aircraft, so I'm not even going to fucking play with them in the beginning.
I think I saw, is it like the double coach?
It's the big seat on Spirit, where it's like it's at the front and they have
Lipstick
they
on a
make it
pig.
look like
I
a
don't want
domestic
that.
first class seat, but it cost, when I was originally looking into it, it cost more than just booking a first class seat. Or I was like, no, thank you.
Remember when we flew first class to Hawaii and we got those warm nuts right when we got on the plane? Mm-hmm. That was the moment of my downfall. That was the moment I knew.
Dude,
I was made for this.
Flying business JetBlue to Paris was also a fucking
honestly,
vibe, bro.
Emirates to India. Like,
I mean, that ruined you.
Nothing's ever topped it. Lufthansa to India is like, I'm like, ew.
That ruined you because you wanted to go back to India so bad. Not just because of the business class experience, but I'm sure that didn't
It was
hurt.
a large part of it. It was a large part of it.
And then you end up on what has to be the comic book version from hell going to India. You're on, first of all, you're not on Emirates. You're on Lufthansa. Your baggage is lost. It doesn't arrive until days later. I mean.
But actually, I still love that trip. They asked me if I wanted to go again this year. I said, yeah. But we'll see. I was like, if it makes sense for the business.
See, I don't want to hear you fucking bitching and whining then, because you just don't say no to anything.
I'm not going to say no to free international travel. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know?
Like, I'm so booked. I'm so busy. I'm so tired. But I can't say no to any
India?
additional
I love
chore.
it there.
Unless
Well,
my
also,
sister
like,
asks me.
What are you talking about? When have I said no to you?
When I said we should pot on Sunday.
Oh my God. What? One effing
I literally
instant.
was like, we just had an episode where we're talking about how we're back, baby.
We are back. You're like kind of a spoiled brat, honestly.
Me?
You have a collection of gifts I've given you sitting on your table for like just things I see and get you. Now you're mad I didn't bring you a Diet Coke. But earlier today I brought you a whole entire snack and you're like, yeah, but half of it was your scraps. Like, but I did buy one specific thing for you and came and dropped it off. Like, you just nothing satisfies you.
I mean, I thought we just established that it's a double tap life now.
Yet one of us seems to tap a little bit more.
You are often out and about more frequently than I am.
That has yet to be seen.
You are.
Japan. Mario World last year. I'm not letting it go. You guys got some really cool stuff from there, and I can't believe you didn't get
I
me
thought
anything.
you established the rule when
No.
you went to Future and Metro Boomin, and you did not get me a tour concert T-shirt. That it has to be like if you are not experiencing it, then you don't get it.
You're a bad person. You're rotten from the inside. You made the rules. How long you been waiting to pull that one out?
I told you that when I came back from Super
you
Nintendo
said,
World.
I just thought you'd want to see it for yourself and then choose what you want. I said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, because I felt the same way when I went to Hinterland. I'm not gonna get you a fucking Hinterland T-shirt.
Okay. But you don't think I want one of those cute mushrooms or a chain chomp? You know I love Mario, so that is not the same as a Metro Boomin tour shirt. And that's a crazy comparison. Oh my god.
Okay, you know what?
Can we get back to your trip?
see.
Done with you.
The next, I will get you something from Japan. Now, are you gonna want something from Tokyo Disney?
Probably. Just use your brain. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Okay. I got you.
Great.
Speaking of, I somehow have stumbled upon like TikTok Japan. They've heard me, so they've been sending me, and not just that, I've also stumbled upon like consignment British Hermes handbags.
Brilliant.
So the combination of that with Japan. So now it's consignment Japanese Chanel.
I hear
handbags.
producer signing real big over there.
I'm like, we're going at the perfect time. You know, it's right in between holiday seasons
Yes.
and birthdays. So guess what?
And we're going to UK next year, probs. So start saving
That's
up.
also
Start
not
saving
helping.
up.
I'm like, great, I gotta go to this place in London. So
Okay, back to your trip to this place you've been dying to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Is that it? I'm sure
yeah,
there's
so
more.
I've wanted to go there for a long time. It was just really nice to get away. I was still working while I was on this trip, so that was the unfortunate thing. But like, let me just tell you, we went to a place that has like, it's really close to a metropolitan area, quote unquote, the downtown area, right?
Okay.
And then around it has like more nature.
Okay.
So the conference we were at was more in like the city area. So we spent 2 days in the hotel in the city area. Trash, girl. It was fucking garbage, okay? Like, I was just like, ugh, dirtier than I remembered. And I had been to this place before, but I hadn't been to the surrounding, like, nature-y area. So I was like, after this conference, I'm going to go enjoy a couple days. A friend was going to meet us. And so that was enjoyable. It was nice to get some fresh air, not be surrounded by crackheads and meth heads, and just, like, enjoy what the scenery had to offer. So yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I want to check it out.
I thought to myself, I was like, this would actually be a really cute summery destination. We can start like summering here.
Ugh, I have so many places I want to summer.
I know.
Martha's Vineyard. Seattle. I still want to go to Seattle.
I know.
What was the other one?
I was going to say we should probably go to Martha's Vineyard.
I know.
See if we like, I mean,
I assume I'll like it. You
I
know?
assume we'll want to
Places
summer
of
there
luxury, I'm
because
just
really
mentioning-
what I want is to just not work and just be on vacation
God.
constantly.
I know.
But yeah, it's like crazy to think that there's been a lot of travel between like Bonnaroo, Hinterland, this conference, all the travel you're about to take for the next 2 months, and then this ginormous trip that my husband and I are about to take, and then
Plus Paris. Plus when I went to India.
Flog Gnaw. So it just feels like it's been a lot.
It's been a busy year for us, but in a good way, because I feel like this is what dreams are made of, just like Lizzie McGuire said, you know? Like, these are the moments that you were working for all those years, you know? I'm living the life that 15-year-old Kiki could have only ever imagined. So that's what you do it for, you know? I work to live a...
Well, now I've got to figure out how we're going to get to the UK.
That's next year's Ken's problem, you know?
Yeah. There's also the FIFA World Cup. Also next year's problem.
Yeah. The UK should be easy, I think. more so just the traveling around within it.
I think it's the expense of the UK.
You know?
Because guess what? I doubt that we're flying economy.
I'm not. You
So
know?
that'll be fun for us to figure out. Hotels, accommodations, food. Speaking of Indian food.
Yeah. Actually, I could go for some Indian food.
Dude, you saw my TikTok from earlier this week. I know
Yeah.
you told me not to piss you off because you've been talking about chicken biryani being so good.
I've just been talking about biryani as a whole, and I feel like you've just never paid any mind to it.
Okay, as I state in my TikTok, I'm a stews person. Okay, I like my stews. I don't typically go for the rice dishes. And I was wrong. I'm big enough to admit that. The chicken biryani I ordered was phenomenal. I ate on that for 3 fucking days.
Yeah.
So good.
It's
Succulent.
delish.
Delicious. I will be getting it every time.
Yeah, it's a staple.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I think like in a buffet, I'll grab some of it, but I don't gravitate towards it. For whatever reason, I gravitate towards the stew.
You know what they were telling me is that biryani in Hyderabad has made it so that a lot of people could open businesses, like that dish in and of itself, like biryani shops. It's a very well-known Hyderabadi dish, and it's like have made it so that people could be entrepreneurs. And when we were having like lunch there, they have like the biryani is like the rice portion just with meat in it. And then they have other chicken and stuff for us to eat. So I think it's a good table sharing dish when we go to Indian, and then you still get, I mean, shit, friggin' big bag over here. Like, and you still get your regular entree. So yeah, delish.
It reminded me a lot of the Persian food we used to have growing up when I was eating it.
Ugh, I love Persian food.
Which also is something that like is so simple and delicious.
Yeah.
Of just like the butter and the rice and then putting that tomato
That
in there.
tomato, yes. Yum,
So-
yum, yum.
There's some good Persian spots that I think we could go to.
We should. I remember when I was living in San Diego, I could not find good Persian food for the life of me for so long. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, you wouldn't think it was that hard to find Persian food. If you found it in like
Especially in California.
Southern California, like Orange County, you should find it in San Diego. One day I finally found good Persian food, and it was everything. Because like they opened up like the kebab shop and stuff where it's more like the ground meat put in on a kebab, which is not the same as like when you get like the
Persian.
filet and like the chicken. And I was like, that's not the same. In this shop, it was the same, like more of the, like, I don't know if it's authentic, but more what I was used to eating growing up, like the good stuff. And then that took me years to find it. And then I tried to go back a few months later and they were closed.
Ah, devastation.
But what I did find in that same parking lot was Indian food. And that was the first Indian food I ever tried.
Salvation.
Wow. What a journey, right?
That Persian spot that we used to go to growing up is also in such a nondescript. Like,
Yes.
that's not what I thought a restaurant would look like. It's like almost looked like it was in an office building.
But that's where some of the best restaurants are now. Like, I feel like sometimes when you go and like I get Thai food, it's like little
Strip mall
carry out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like totally nondescript, and also sometimes like you can't obviously eat in them. And that's yummy.
Which is great. We don't want you in here. Get out. Take your food and
100%.
go eat in your car, which I do. I finally found good Persian food after a long time. I also had been looking for it for a long time, and then I feel like I finally found it. There were like only 2 spots that I would hear people talk about, and I went to both of them. One was Superior, and it was the one that I found.
Yeah.
Duh. It's also in the part of town where just like most of the good food is, so it's like I just knew inherently this one's gonna be fucking slapping.
Sometimes I start to like, I think we talk about like, I don't know what people are on, but people cannot be trusted when it comes to food.
No.
You ever eat somewhere that's really not good? And people be talking about it like it's a top 10 favorite, and I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I have a lot of theories, as you know, because I have a foodie club. I don't know if you know that,
Yes.
but I have a lot of theories. And
do
one
go
of the
to with your
theories,
friends a lot.
One of the theories is I can tell everything about your taste in food based on how you feel about Ethiopian food.
A lot of people haven't tried it before.
That's fine. But if you say you wouldn't like Ethiopian food or you don't like Ethiopian food, your taste in food is trash.
I just don't like when people say you wouldn't like something. You don't know. Like, it is no shade, no tea to the producer, but I don't like when people are, we talked about this before, I don't like mushrooms. But I will eat something with mushrooms in it every single time because I'm willing to try something, right? And like, even if it has mushrooms, like, oh, I can't eat it, I don't like mushrooms. I don't play that, So I'm willing to try anything, even if I feel like it's not something that I would particularly like to have. And I just feel like that's a great way to live life. And like same with like Ethiopian food. Like I just wouldn't, there's just something about like, I don't know, like maybe like an inherent bias that makes me feel like you just assume you wouldn't like an entire genre of food. That's crazy, you know?
Well, I think there's probably like, you could probably substitute Ethiopian food with like, how does someone feel about Indian food? Because there are a lot of people who say that they don't like
smell.
Yeah, they don't like Indian food. There are a lot of people who say they probably wouldn't try African food. There are a lot of people who say like just in general.
But then they'll love Thai food. I'm like, Thai food is like really good.
Yeah.
It used to be my favorite, but it's like, it's not, I mean, it's just like same thing, different font. Like, you know, like and we're not talking beans on toast over here. So
and also when you're going to Thai, you're getting pad Thai. So if you're getting pad Thai, like just shut up. Like you don't like Thai food. You just like
try
pad
something
Thai.
new, you know?
That's different. Whereas like
food is just
Indian
so
food,
good.
I'll try. I'm trying a different thing every time I go.
I feel like people are just missing out on the glories of life.
Yeah.
So I will say I had Ethiopian food a few weeks ago with a friend, and they had pictures of the food on the menu that I don't think correlated to what the dish was. So I ordered a dish, and they were like, "Yeah, that's like raw meat. Are you sure that's what you want?" Clearly not.
That's
Why are you asking me that? Why would I want raw meat? And I don't want a picture. I was like, can I get a cooked version of it? And they're like, yeah. And it was delicious. It was delicious.
It was.
Yeah.
I am with you on the, like, I don't understand people who are like texture eaters. And at the same time I say that, I think about the fact that I don't eat the boba balls in boba tea because I think it's fucking gross to me.
Sure.
But my thoughts and approach to food is like, as long as it tastes good, like I don't really care what the texture of it is like. That's why I think that's why I obviously like stews a lot, because it's like you can put a lot of flavor in stews.
Really layer it.
You can really layer the flavor in stews.
I mean, even when they delivered that octopus leg to our room in Paris, I said, oh.
Yeah.
I'll take a bite.
As long as it's not
seafood. It was a whole ass tentacle. And I said, okay.
When we were on our trip recently, someone ordered oxtails, and you know, as someone who does not eat beef, that's one of the things, that and grandma's pot roast are like one of the, like a few of the beef dishes that I feel like I miss the most in eating. Girl had me a bite of that oxtail. I feel like my stomach suffered for 2 days, but I still enjoyed eating the oxtail.
That's delicious.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm willing to try things.
Me too.
I don't know how we ventured off into this tangent of Indian to Persian to
we were talking about how people always talk about like, oh, this is a really good restaurant. I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not good. You don't know what good food is. So
I definitely can't trust a lot of people when it comes to their food taste.
Or a lot of people, I feel like, pick restaurants based on the vibe. That could be okay to an extent, but I'm like, you know, I'm going to have to take this out, but a lot of people think that place is really good. It's not that good.
It's very mid.
Just mid.
Yeah.
I mean, it is all right, but first of all, he gave like a 10-minute speech about the menu. I'm like, it better be fucking banging. If it takes you that long to explain it.
The bread was really good with the butters.
The bread was okay, but I didn't like the way that, I feel like I thought they were talking inclusion loaves. When you say it's sourdough bread with brie and this and this, I'm thinking you're making that into the loaf, but you're just giving me butter with different things in it. That's not the same thing as sourdough. Like, so I was like, oh, you're just giving me sourdough with different butters. I mean, it was good, but fine. And then I don't like when people try to do, I like new things, but you can also just keep it classic, you know? Like, you don't have to do a lasagna with white sauce and, short rib. Sure, but like, you're doing all that and it takes you so long to explain the menu to me, and then it's just like a 7. What are we doing, you know? Like,
and then it's $800 a person. Yeah, we went there for Foodie Club, split what we ordered, but everyone kind of like stuck to what they ordered themselves, and I think what we ordered was the best. We got like the pork chop and some other pasta
forgot what
dish.
I even got there. Like,
I think we got a cacio e pepe.
Yeah, and it was also just okay cacio e pepe.
It was not the best.
It was, and it's
hard way. Shit hurt me every day. Get on my knees, pray. I'm trying to find another way. I gotta get up out this jungle, niggas killing just to eat. Them lies ain't playing fair, so it's been getting I don't give my heart away. This shit hurt me every day.
I need to start getting back into getting my nails done.
yeah. I'm gonna go next Friday. Next Friday. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Next Friday we go. It's all cut out.
Oh my God.
But we need to talk about the Flog Gnaw lineup.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
We really got into.
So yesterday I messaged you because the Flog Gnaw lineup had come out and it was on Instagram.
That was this morning.
No, I messaged you on Instagram. But you know what's so crazy? So I went to go send this to you on Instagram. You didn't even pop up in like my recent chats because I haven't been on my Instagram in so long, and you and I haven't been chatting on our Instagram because we've been exclusively chatting via TikTok. That you didn't even show. I had to look up your full fucking
it actually
government
says story
name.
unavailable. So I don't even.
Yeah. So I sent that to you, and then I finally texted you again this morning. Like, bro, did you freaking peep this lineup?
Did you even see it? I did not.
Did you peep this lineup?
Okay.
And the reason I was so excited is because you have talked ad nauseum about the fact that you do not like the disrespect on 2 Chainz's name.
I don't. Every time I see a festival lineup, especially a hip hop festival, and it has so many of the bangers out there, and 2 Chainz is never listed, I roll my eyes. I don't care who's on it. If 2 Chainz ain't on it, which he never is, I'm like, ugh, fine.
I screamed when I saw it because I saw Larry June and 2 Chainz, and I was like, oh my God, Kiki is going to flip.
And I did. So you said, have you seen the Flog Gnaw lineup this morning? And I said, oh, hold on, let me Google it. I'm reading. I'm telling you, when I got to 2 Chainz, I launched out of my office. I ran and I screamed and I ran to my bedroom. I touched the wall because I had to come to a complete stop. And my dogs were pissed. They were like, ah! Ah! They don't like when I act up like that. I couldn't believe it. And then I immediately voice messaged you. I'm so excited. Now he is kind of with 2 other people, and I know they just did an album together, but please bring some of the bangers. Because he just hasn't, I've wanted to see 2 Chainz since Pretty Girls Like Trap Music is when I really fell in love with him as one of my top 5 rappers. But I feel like that was a different time of life where I don't know if I think maybe he toured that album a little bit, but I wasn't in the position where I'm going to shows a lot like I am now. So I'm so freaking excited. I was so excited. And then once I got over that, the rest of the lineup, I was like, oh my God, NBB, nothing but bangers, okay?
I'm super excited. There are a lot of people on this lineup that I wanted for Bonnaroo that did not get on the Bonnaroo lineup. So I'm super excited that they're going to be on this lineup. There are people that were not on any of the lineups that I'm really excited to see. Doechii will be there. Glorilla.
T-Pain. So excited to see T-Pain.
Thames.
Of course, Tyler. ASAP. Childish.
Yeah.
Don Toliver will be there. We talked about this, that we saw him at Day in Vegas. And he's good. You know why I listened to him is because really likes Don Toliver.
Okay.
So I started listening to him because I try to stay connected with the young folks and my little bros. Make sure that, I can talk to them about the things they care about. So that's also why I still listen to NBA Youngboy, because
I can't.
Really likes him. So he told me that one time years ago, and so I still listen. I try to keep up with him so that I'm with the kids.
You're gonna have to cut that.
I know. I don't know. That could be a good. Yes, I will cut that. Don Toliver. We were talking about how when we saw him at Day in Vegas, he kept playing with his in-ears, and I was like, Is it a technical problem, or can you just not stay in tune? So we'll see how he is this time, and we'll report back.
Tizo touchdown.
Tizo, I'm excited about.
And Tyler just released the video for Darling I.
And Tizo, that's amazing. Tizo opened for Travis Scott.
Yes.
Last time we saw him, and we were like, "Who is that guy?"
What the fuck?
Because it was hard to hear. I need them to start putting subtitles, not on the music, but on when they bring random people out at a show, and then you're like,
I need a card.
Please.
I need a card to tell me who this is.
And keep saying it, because I'll say it one time, I didn't pick it up. Say it
the
again.
pop out with Kendrick.
Yes.
How they told you who was coming out. I need that.
Okay.
Because I can't just look at obviously, knowing his lore now, it's actually, we should have totally known.
If I Googled him one time, I know it. But how would I even know to Google him if I, Also, AZ Chica. He's going to be there. Okay, but what? Also Thundercat, which you're excited about.
I'm super excited.
And then Claro. And when you said...
I saw them at Hinterland. You said, I didn't know it was a they-them situation.
Is it a they-them or a they-band? And you said, they band. They as as a group and not a they.
I mean,
as
I don't
a gender
know.
identity.
I don't believe.
We don't know if the lead singer has a gender identity as a they them. But I was saying, is it a they? Were you identifying them as a they them gender, or were you identifying them as a they them group?
Yeah,
and
it was a they them band.
They them.
But they were really good.
They were really good.
Because they play a lot of different instruments. So it's like
cool.
When I saw them, there were, first of all, it's a very feminine forward band, I would say. There are 3 ladies, and like 2 of them play different versions of piano, a flute, a saxophone. So like the women were getting down with the instruments, okay? They were really vibing with the instruments. And then there's a dude playing the drums. So it's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
I'm really excited about T-Pain. Like, actually,
we're gonna have a fucking, first of all,
excited.
We're flying private. We're gonna have a fucking banger of a time.
We are.
Okay.
We are.
We're really getting our lick back from Bonnaroo because Bonnaroo fucking crushed us.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I can't handle it if there's a whammy.
Iconic. You know what's crazy? Speaking of old video or old game shows, I came across Supermarket Sweep recently.
Oh my god, so good! That was such a good one. But the classic one, I don't like the way they reinvigorated it. Like, I want to see the whatever turkey or chicken they were grabbing off of that exact chicken and the exact
yes. I want to see that fan of the money, you know.
Yes.
So traditional Supermarket Sweep.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah. So I'm really excited about Flog Gnaw.
I am too. Obviously, I'm really excited to see what Tyler's performance will be like as well, because now this will be the second time that we'll have seen him together.
Yes.
But my second time seeing him in the same year. So, and last I saw him was in between this Chromacopia World Tour. He just dropped the newest album. He's going to be done with his tour by the time we see him.
But I also want to see Chromacopia, so don't do too much new.
I'm sure he'll play the fucking bangers.
You know what? I've tried. You know, what else am I supposed to do?
Sure. Oh my God, wouldn't it be fucking insane if Glorilla...
No, it wouldn't be insane. They should do that.
They should do that, right?
That's not insane. Remember when we went to Vegas and they didn't do that?
Why do they never do that?
They did do it when they did SZA and Doja Kiss Me More. But they didn't do it, well, technically. I don't know when it was SZA and Kendrick. Why didn't you y'all link up? You're at the same festival. Don't piss me off right now.
Exactly.
Travis should have been there and he should have done Love Galore with SZA, but they was all, cancel him and put Post Malone in.
Point is there were plenty of opportunities at Day in Vegas for many of these artists who work on projects together and songs together to get on stage and give us the performance. Why are you going to play that song and not play
100%
with the person who sings that part of the song? SZA could have done that with Kendrick.
Yes. Really upset.
Anywho, that was the best I've ever seen Kendrick. But I do hope they do that, especially because Tyler has Tizo there. Tyler has a lot of people that he collaborates with there.
Matter of fact, get them all on. Don't play with me.
I agree.
Also...
And Clips is going to be there. So Tyler should also be over there with Clips
when
they
have you
perform.
listened to this album?
What?
The Clips album?
Of course I've listened to that album.
I haven't listened to it. Is it good?
The Clips album is really good. This reminds me of the time that the last time I went to Bonnaroo and Kanye was headlining. And, oh my God, Pusha T was also performing. And the entire time Kanye was on, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for him to bring out Pusha T so they can do Runaway. Meanwhile, I had no clue that in the zeitgeist, Kanye and Pusha T had a huge falling out. That was never going to fucking happen. But I kept wishing for it the entire concert.
Did they make up and then have another falling out?
I don't think so.
Was this after we found out Drake had Adonis? That's serious. That's a real question.
You are hiding a child.
Because that's the whole thing was that Kanye told Pusha T that Drake had Adonis. That's what they were saying because Kanye is like one of the only, I mean, actually, the blogs was posting that for years. But that was the whole thing that like.
I feel like their fallout was unrelated to Drake.
Oh. Well, I'm not saying it's related to Drake, but I'm saying that like, did you go to Bonnaroo before or after we found out about Adonis? Because
probably before.
Because technically,
I mean, how long have I known about Adonis?
They were since Scorpion.
then definitely it was before then.
You think so? That was a long time ago. But
Oh my God, you're so right. Because I remember before Scorpion was More Life.
Yeah.
And that was the last album I thought Drake was good on. Like,
I love More
front
Life.
to back.
I really didn't like Scorpion.
Like, Scorpion, I was like,
There's a
Certified
couple
Lover
of,
Boy
I
kind of came back a little bit.
Oh, I love Certified Lover Boy. I love Certified Lover Boy. I love Certified Lover Boy.
But then they also have Her Loss, and I'm just like, you know what? This guy, Drake, that's too much.
It's also because he does like 22, 24.
It's
I'm like,
too much.
I don't want to listen to 24 songs of you whining.
It's too much.
Now, Certified Lover Boy, that was a summer. That was a shimmer.
That
okay.
was the day in Vegas summer.
You did your big one.
That was the day in Vegas summer. That was great.
Yeah, they was playing Way Too Sexy all up and down the waiting sound stage. Like,
But they wouldn't finish the song.
they never did. And he also wasn't even playing at that show.
No one was playing that.
No, like, there was no one was there.
No one. Future wasn't there. Travis Scott wasn't there. No one was there.
Way Too Sexy is Future and
Playboy Cardi.
No. Maybe it was Playboy Cardi. I was trying to say who was the big trial this year or last year?
Young Thug?
Yes! Thugga. God. That was Thugger, I'm pretty sure.
I've been sending you clips about that trial because it still cracks me up.
That was sorry, whoever he terrorized. It was a funny trial.
Was great.
Really funny.
Oh my God.
I don't make the rules. Anyways, Lil Baby was there. Yeah,
Baby.
Thug's at the end of the track.
Is that who that is? And it's not Playboy
It's not
Cardi?
Playboy. Hold on. Let me look it up to make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Young Thug.
Okay.
Playboy Cardi is on what song is that? Fiend.
Oh my God. And then there's Kid
Cudi.
on the... Anyways, there's a lot of good features on that album.
Certified Lover Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, that IMY2 song, first of all, that's actually one of my favorites. Banger on banger. And
That's
it's
a
on my
banger.
gym playlist.
That is a banger.
It's a banger.
That's
you know?
really good.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He really, he did his big one, honestly. I got
We
you
needed
credit.
that because after Scorpion, it was like, ugh.
I really don't like Scorpion.
Did not like it.
But Certified Lover Boy, I actually think that's bangers front to back.
You know what I think you can't really redeem Scorpion? And this is the other thing where it's like when you listen to More Life after finding out about Adonis, he has that one lyric where it's like,
Yes.
I can't just be out here with the kid just playing around, just kidding around.
Yes.
And it's like,
What's
bro,
he telling us all along? Okay, Playboy Cardi is not on Certified Lover Boy.
he's not on that album at all.
But that's crazy because I feel like I can just.
What was I just
distinctly
listening to him where he
remember.
was a feature? Oh, maybe it's, maybe I'm thinking of Travis Scott's Utopia. Or no,
Theme?
it's Future and Metro Boomin's
Yeah.
Like That. Not Like That, the other one.
Type shit.
Type shit, thank you.
I swear he was on something.
Oh my God. That
I'm gonna
album was
find
also so good.
Yeah, it really was.
It's-
What a time, man. What a
Dude, the
time.
past couple of years actually have been
It
fire.
just started. I mean, it didn't start with that, but I feel like when you first got introduced was when. What is wrong with me today? What are those people's names? The anime boys that we love so much that we saw at
RDC
Davis.
World.
RDC World. When they said, "What?" I saw that video. They're like, "Why can't Dixon? Why can't Dixon Drake and
Oh my God.
and J Cole?" And I was like,
jumping?
"Oh." And then so I went and listened to it. I was like, ooh, straight shots. And now, okay, of course, you know, in hindsight, I mean, I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying on Meltdown because just like Pharrell says, I sold them, so why would I care what you did with them? That's crazy. I didn't know he was taking shots at someone specifically, you know? So
I don't pay attention to these people's stupid lives that closely enough to. I'm not following the threads that closely.
I mean, now it's so obvious. Oh, well, now that, I mean, you know, someone does all their review
I listen
videos.
to Travis Scott and Drake. I'm listening for two things. First of all, it's not lyrical gymnastics that I'm
For sure.
expecting. I'm listening for fucking vibes. Okay? For
Yeah.
fucking vibes.
Agreed.
And vibes.
Yeah, and cool one-liners, you know? But yeah, and then we got Euphoria, the best song to ever
I feel like you
ever
skipped
come out.
past a bunch of
Well,
stuff.
because I was going to Euphoria being my favorite. It's really what I was getting
Euphoria is an insane. Like, listening to that now.
It's
like,
so good. It's just 6 minutes
still
of pure
2
bars.
minutes left.
Although I will say, like that, it hits different, and it's a great song to like work out to and run to. But you know, I love Future.
Knowing
too.
what. And everything that came as a result of that and followed as a result of that. Not even among these two artists, but also just like I feel like the research, like the Tyler has always been really big, I feel like, but like him coming to the Pop Out and having that moment at the Pop Out and then dropping his own album, Chromacopia, going on this world tour. And then like he did the Hey Now remix.
Yeah,
so it's like there's been a lot of other music. And then you have Clips coming out with their album. And I feel like all of that has kind of branched from the fact that Kendrick came out and said, fuck the industry. Is bringing like a different focus to hip hop that I think a lot of people were, you know, predominantly looking at, like the Sexy Red, Drake, mumble rappers, you know, and now it's like there's a lot of focus
apparently
on.
I'm still like shit.
There's a lot of focus on like.
Okay, now you mentioned kind of poking fun at me that I haven't listened to the Clips album yet, which I will at least once. Have you listened to Jack Boys too?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
What's that?
That Jack Boys is the Travis Scott's groupies. It's
Tell me more.
Okay, I don't know, but Don Tolliver's on it. Sheck West. It's like, you know, his Playboy's on this. Playboy Cardi, but I felt like the second song was really good. Anyways, I was just saying something that got released July 13th.
Why would they call themselves that? Jack Boys?
Okay, well, you know, Travis Scott calls himself Cactus Jack.
I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, Travis Scott, one of his nicknames is Cactus Jack.
The fuck?
Or
why?
I don't know. It's his record label.
Which is weird. But
that's why he has that joint album with dude, I'm not. Quavo.
Our brains are fucked up.
Quavo, and it's Huncho Jack, and because it's Quavo Huncho, and he's Cactus Jack. So, anyways, that's why they call himself Jack Boys. And that's just what little I know. Also, you know who loves Huncho Jack Huncho?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I listen to Jack Boys.
That's the
it's
only reason why
hard
I
being
know about
an older
Huncho
sibling,
Jack.
okay? I got homework for days trying to keep up with these kids. Look at this angel.
No, baby.
Oh, she was such a demon when I was staying here. She kept me up all hours.
She's very anxious ever since she lost her best friend.
Yeah, you should have seen. I took those videos on the weekend. It was much funnier when she was digging for Bean. During the weeknight, that's not funny, Mutt.
That's not normal. That's why. She knows that that's not normal. That's not normal dog behavior. She's like, that's...
She doesn't know because she doesn't know. She's never been around dogs that sleep in a bed.
That's not right.
She's never been around dogs that sleep in a bed, so she don't know what's normal.
No one does that.
Plenty of dogs do that.
No.
It was really funny, though. She's like, she just couldn't get over it. And then he comes out, and she's like, licking all on him. I'm like, okay, can you stop? Like, he's fine. Bean was annoyed. He's like, I was
She just
sleeping.
lost her best friend. She doesn't want to see dogs disappear in front of her.
Well, oh my gosh. Poochie and Beanie are so cute.
They are being really cute.
But they had a mostly good time together.
Well, they'll be hanging out with us.
I know. I'd actually wish that you would just go and walk them, but that's fine. I'm sure they'll enjoy their time more here.
I would if you had normal leashes. Unfortunately, that leash you have for Bean is so freaking ridiculous.
The harness?
Yeah, it's like the most... I don't get it. It's like a dominatrix bonding strap. It's like, why is it like that? Why can't it just be a normal harness?
It's normal.
Why is it like that?
It's just normal.
It's like
you just 2 holes and a leg goes in each.
It's like a German club harness.
It's like a leg goes in each and you buckle it on, you know? No, it's fine. They'll have more fun here. It's just like I'm getting back so late and now there's an extra errand for me to run when I come back, which is going to pick them up.
I mean, I can drop them off. I mean, you can always get them on Sunday. Just be without them for one night.
No. My boy, my girl.
They won't notice.
They will. I love their mom.
It's so chill when they sleep here. It's unlike the nightmare you fucking described. First of all, it's because none of them sleep in my fucking bed.
Where do Poochie and Bean sleep?
Wherever, like on the pillow next to me.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, we have to think that like they sleep. Poochie sleeps in. She starts in the bed and then she goes to one of her 2 beds in the room. Either the kennel bed or the bed outside of the kennel. Okay. Bean's always under the covers. So every night I get Bean on the bed and Poochie's already on there and she's perched. She's waiting for him. She's like, and trying to attack him. Like, can you stop? It's bedtime. But when I'm up there, there's no way that Bean's going to be not in the bed with me. He's been in the bed with me for 10, 12 years. You know, he's going to be looking at me like I'm crazy. We ain't doing that over here. I know that dress ain't got you thinking like that.
Well, if it's any testament to the fact that you just are someone who doesn't say no.
I just say no.
You don't say no to your dogs. You don't say no to random errands that you don't want to really run, but...
I didn't mind running the errands. It was more than I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
Anyways, okay. We have a few minutes.
Yeah.
Weekly ins and outs.
I would love to know what your weekly ins
I've
and
stopped
outs
coming
are.
up with them.
Why?
Multiple weeks running.
Okay.
I haven't thought about them.
Okay. So I have, first of all, I want to start with, just quickly, an in, which right now for me is Nicolas Cage movies.
I love Nicolas Cage.
We watched Con Air.
Okay.
Which is not just a Nicolas Cage movie because this is an ensemble cast.
It
First
is.
of all, we have Luther from our faves, Mission Impossible, also starring in these films. We have the leader of the others, I forget what his name is, MC Gainey or something. He plays the guy who flies the plane. John Malkovich, of course, is phenomenal. And then Nicolas Cage. So that's fun. I wanted to watch Gone in 60 Seconds, but I can't find any
Love that
streaming
movie.
service that has it. So I'm wondering if you or Mom actually have the DVD.
definitely have that on DVD.
Yeah. I might even have it on like a hard drive. I don't know. I'll have to fix.
Almost
I'll have
100%
to check.
certain I have it on DVD.
So that's what I want to be next. But I'm like, maybe I need to figure out like from silliest. John Cusack is also in Con Air. I forget that all the time.
Yes.
I forget that that's the whole thing. Anyway.
Now, where's Face Off on this list? Because I tried to rewatch that. Wow.
That movie is so bad.
It's
and
really
John
bad. It's really
Woo,
grotesque and it's really vulgar.
Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable.
I was like, oh.
John Woo also directs that, of course.
Wow. Okay.
Anyhow,
I love Nick Cage.
so I want to talk about a power move that I saw take place while my husband and I had been traveling recently. We were on the Southwest flight, we landed, and there was this woman who basically was just opening up the different overhead bin compartments and really acting helpless and getting her bag down. And so these gentlemen around her were offering to like grab the bag for her. And so a gentleman goes and grabs one of the bags that she points to and then brings it down and she's like, oh no, that's not my bag, and proceeds to put it back. And then she opens up another bin to see if that's her bag. And so then they pull that bag down and she's like, no, that's not my bag. So then by the third time they finally do get her bag, and I thought to myself, wow,
Brilliant.
First of all, I freaking love this. And second of all, this is a brilliant power move for any of you ladies who just want to humble men. If you find yourself on a flight, surrounded by, men, see if you can get them to get the bag and then just tell them the wrong bag each and every time until you finally find your bag.
I love that.
It was hilarious. And I thought, yeah, that would be a fun move.
That would be a fun move. I have possibly a power move, and it's a power move that white women have been executing on for years. But I saw someone talk about this on TikTok, and I'm going to have to find her handle, because I think she also has a podcast where she was talking about this. And just a specific story, she's a black woman, about how she was at Soho House.
The fuck is that?
It's a very well-known like social club. Like think about the country clubs that Dad belongs to, but you just go and get like dinner and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So she's at Soho House, and she didn't have a membership there anymore, but her friend did. And she had an interaction with the waiter, and the waiter was basically like, she was basically there was a table, and the people that were sitting there, she was like, they were going to sit there instead, and those people were going to move, and they were fine with it, the other patrons. And the waiter came over and he's like, you can't ask the other patrons that. And she said, oh, you're right. Why don't I let you do your job? Which is actually slang. And she didn't mean it offensively, but even if she did, and then the waiter got super offended and started crying. So the white manager lady came over and was basically like, she was trying to explain her side, and the manager was like, no, I'm sorry, like he's crying. And it clicked in her head that she needed to start crying too, because that's the only thing that white people understand. I might have sent you this video.
No.
And so she started crying, and the white lady was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And now she's on her side, and they were able to stay. And it made her realize that she she should also weaponize tears. And then I was reading some of the comments and they were also talking about how, yes, black women are so used to being strong, but like that victim mentality is something that like white people really understand so much better. And that like trying to act strong and trying to rationalize with them sometimes is just not going to work. And you just need to start crying and get into that tear mode because that's how they like kind of relate to like humanism. And I was like, that's actually kind of brilliant because I feel like I am strong, you know? But like also that's just a nature of what we've had to be for so long. But I feel like there is something in there, like, and that's why they revert to tears so quickly and why we don't believe in it. Because we're like, what the hell are you talking about? Why did you create a problem and now you're crying and I'm somehow the bad guy?
The trained helplessness that we just don't have inherent in ourselves.
Correct.
Because we'll go to solutions.
Yes.
You know, my flight's delayed. You've bumped me from my business class seat to premium economy. My flight doesn't get here to 2 a.m.
angry. Right.
You want me to get upset and fight with you and argue with you or think about
really,
solutions.
I need to cry.
But really what I need to do, yes. I need to immediately solve.
Exactly. And what's very interesting is that there's been discourse around Love Island this year, and without getting too into it, there's this one lady who is a professional victim. And a lot of discourse online has been like, people being like, I don't understand how people can't see that she is a manipulative person and all she never takes accountability and all she does is just cry and say, well, I said I was sorry, that type of person. And people were saying that like a lot of people, especially like her fans are like the younger people, that they don't see the issue because they just relate that she's crying and it has to be someone's fault. And I was like, bro, that's actually like how a lot of people see things in life. And so I'm gonna start trying to be quicker to cry. I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
We're gonna have to start learning to carry some pepper spray or something.
Or like, I'm just gonna like bury my head in my hands or something. Like, I used to be able to really dig deep. I mean, I did drama and theater, but like, I'm just
We're gonna bring those chops back.
So that is my start of an implication of a power move. I really want to find that TikTok because I want to give her credit because she does have a podcast, and I feel like sometimes I'll say, I'm going to give them credit later, and then I don't want to edit it in, so I don't do it. So
I think what you can do is I can put it on socials.
Yeah, maybe.
And tag them.
Or I can tag them at the bottom of our podcast so that one of our 40 viewers will go to this probably very successful podcast. We will make sure
that she gets credit.
Yeah. Maybe I'll insert a voice note at the end or something.
Yeah, we'll also throw RDC World in there.
Shoot, if you don't follow them already, you're missing out.
That skit that they did at the start of the Beef.
So good.
Kendrick Dysentery Cole? Why?
What you do?
Why did that be so hard?
Anyways, it's about time for me to go.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Shorties.
Catching up.
We will be really back. Let
me check my calendar. Yes, we will be back next week and the following.
So we're going to get back in the habit. Speaking of which, I need to watch Sister Act.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of back in the habit. I need to also, I've been wanting to watch Sister Act 2. I forget about what happens in 1, obviously, but like I know what happens. It's the setup. But like, I'm like, I need to rewatch Sister Act.
What about Ghost?
I can't watch that.
Tony Goldwyn.
It gives me the ick.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. I
actually forgot that the plot was that his colleague murders him and then dates Demi Moore. I was like, wait.
And then now we're solving a murder. No.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the classics.
No, there's some classic 90s films like Double Jeopardy. The Ashley Judd era of suspense thrillers.
Do you know what movie I effing loved? The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. Now that one can
not at all related to
that
anything.
One can really make me cry. I'm like, I don't know why I like this movie about this child being abused, essentially.
Yeah. But Ashley Judd is just so good. Who's her mom? Is her mom's the older lady?
The classic.
Forget what else she's in.
So many things, but I can't remember off the top.
I feel like she's in The Notebook as the older. Maybe I'm misplacing her. Is she like the older version of her?
Of Allie?
We're just making shit up. We've just been saying a bunch of stuff that we're like, wait, I forgot, I don't remember. We're just like,
I used to watch Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood so much. Like, honestly.
I was obsessed with Ashley Judd growing up.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. She's gorgeous. I loved her in Someone Like You with Hugh Jackman and Greg Kinnear.
Okay, this is totally random, but you know what movie I really loved? Down with Love with Renee Zellweger.
Insane.
I love that movie! And Ewan McGregor. Dude, I used to like watch a lot of movies. Now I just watch TikTok. I need to get back into my film bag.
I know. I like can't do anything. All I do all day when I have free time is just scroll TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just there on constant entertainment on loop, and that's how they're taking over this country because they're melting my brain. But
all right. Well,
anyways, good to see yas.
It's good to
Love
see
yas.
you. We'll see you all
Catch you next week.
Stay pretty.
Stay prideful.
You can't finesse. Bitch, I move smart like a motherfucking Tesla. I'm clutching this Glock, do I look like a wrestler? Get put on your back, tryna act like a flexer. Hold on, wait, this Glock take him out like a date. She give me the pussy, I just want the face. Fuck her real good, put the bitch in her place. I'm high in the bitch, but my mind up in space.